So let's begin by settling the body. Adopting a stable, comfortable, upright position, serviceable for meditation. So we think about keeping our feet flat and our back straight, torso open, hands in the lap, right or left, with the palms upturned and the thumbs gently touching. Our eyes are gently closed or slightly open, making sure we let in enough light to remain alert. Try to maintain an awareness of not slouching, not leaning, but we also let go of any unnecessary tension or rigidity in the body, relaxing into a stable, comfortable, upright position, just allowing the body to fall into place. And we begin to let go of attending to the outside world, allowing whatever sights or sounds are in our environment to be as they are. No need to investigate, constraining our awareness just to the body and mind. And begin to concentrate that awareness in the present by attending closely to the physical sensation that accompanies the in-breath and the out-breath, and the opening around the opening of the nostrils. Giving ourselves the instruction to notice quickly when anything other than that one physical sensation is arising in the mind, and then without judgment or frustration to lift our awareness up from those distractions and place it gently but firmly again and again on the breath. And now that the mind is more calm, would generate a broad altruistic motivation for our time. So begin by thinking of all of the ways in which you yourself are the recipient of kindness. All of the ways in which you are benefited by other sentient beings. All of the kindness involved in providing you with the things that you enjoy, make use of, are protected by. Seeing how all of one's own skills, one's own knowledge could have only arisen due to the kindness of those who were willing to teach. How even one's own good qualities, one's kindness, one's compassion, generosity, patience, can't be developed without the field of sentient beings. And think too that these sentient beings that are responsible for this inconceivable mass of benefit that we have received, they themselves are experiencing great suffering again and again. They themselves are subject to all of the general and specific sufferings of samsara. Just try to give rise to a genuine, heartfelt wish to be able to benefit them as they have benefited oneself. I think that the best way to be of benefit is to be able to lead them to a state beyond suffering, a state of genuine freedom, genuine happiness. Then we will have repaid their kindness. Recognize that I myself must develop my mind to make such an aspiration realistic. I myself must become deeply acquainted with virtue. I must separate from non-virtuous tendencies and habits. So that inner transformation is the purpose of my time. And with that motivation, you begin to train the mind to rejoice in virtue. In that way, kind of magnetizing the mind to recognize and to rejoice in what is to be rejoiced in. So we think back over the past year or two in our own lives. Try to think of actions that were beneficial, constructive, those that were in keeping with our spiritual goals. In times when we tried to benefit others. Times when we tried to work on our own minds to live ethically, kindly, compassionately, wisely. And think that these are examples of when I acted in ways that are beneficial. And really rejoice in having made these constructive choices that move oneself closer and closer to being of genuine benefit to others. Recognizing the progress that we've made and wanting to engage in similar actions to continue to make progress. And begin to think of people in your life who you observed also engaging in beneficial activities. Thinking of as many positive actions as you can. Times when they tried to be helpful to others. Times when they restrained themselves from harming others. And you can bring to mind stories that you've heard as well, of perhaps more extraordinary examples, people risking their own lives. And recognizing too that the world, day by day, is populated with simple acts of kindness. Parents looking after their children, teachers providing safe, supportive environments to educate their students, doctors and nurses treating their patients, and countless people providing food, water, shelter, clothing. And the daily kindnesses of a polite word, a smile, simple friendliness. Try to again rejoice in all of these positive actions, these times when the habits of kindness and compassion and generosity, patience, ethics are strengthened in the minds of all of these people. And there are also many people across a variety of religious traditions who devote themselves to study, to practice, to living ethically, engaging in prayer, meditation, working in projects to benefit the elderly, the sick, the dying, those in prison, those with addictions. So think about these actions specifically and how they are beneficial for oneself, beneficial for the world. And really feel how wonderful it is that such activities are taking place, and generate a strong wish for them to continue into the future. And then there are those practitioners who also devote themselves to teaching, traveling the world, helping others to understand how to put those teachings into practice in their lives, creating monasteries, nunneries, other types of places of learning, practice. Who serve as role models, examples of what it's possible for us to become like. So again, give rise to a strong sense of rejoicing that there are such people in the world, in all of their beneficial activities. And strongly wish that the world is always able to benefit in this way. And then when you're ready, we'll come back together. And we'll dedicate. So recollect your altruistic motivation and think that by having engaged in this contemplation, you've actualized that motivation and that has generated positive energy in your mind. And think that you freely offer the fruit of your practice, that positive energy for the benefit of all sentient beings without exception. Thinking strongly when this positive energy ripens, may it serve as a cosmic condition to eliminate war and conflict, poverty, famine, disease, disasters, all painful inner and outer conditions. May it fully ripen the minds of all sentient beings. May they quickly meet perfect teachers and arise in the state of full enlightenment. May I too achieve the state of enlightenment so that I might work for the benefit of sentient beings perfectly. May any obstacles facing the Guru's long life be completely dispelled. May I and all sentient beings in this moment come under the joyful care and guidance of enlightened beings. May we be guided and protected until we swiftly achieve that state of enlightenment. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Venerable.
Venerable.
Thank you, Venerable.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. That was wonderful.
Thank you.
That's beautiful.